भैरवाय स्वाहा भैरवाय कालिके नमोस्तुते जय श्री गुरु बामा ख्यापा जय श्री गुरु श्यामा ख्यापा जय श्री गुरु प्रवीण राधा कृष्णा जय ख्यापा परंपरा जय माँ जय काली जय माँ. So I have been consistent with my plan so far. However, today I have not worked out and I couldn't get much sleep last night as well because I just finished my third album and my third album is now officially sent to stores. So it must it should be out like in 4 to 5 days to all like DSPs and stuff like that. So I'm really excited for that. I really am proud of this album because it took me so long to finalize the tracks, and this is the first time that I went back in and like remade tracks. Like I made this album 3 times, and so now I'm practically done with it because at this point I feel like there isn't much that I can do more to it, and I feel like at some point I have to move on to the next project because I already have new ideas and I want to make them come to life. At this point I feel like I was just holding on and trying to make it better, but I like how it is now. Like I really think that this is my best body of work yet. 11 tracks, and I'll link the SoundCloud in the bio. Hopefully by the next vlog, it gets sent to stores because people like to listen on Spotify or YouTube Music or Apple Music more than SoundCloud. I mean, I don't know anyone who uses SoundCloud these days, so uh, things have actually been pretty going pretty good, especially after the last Amavasya. I have been trying to become more Saturn. Like Saturn has really impacted me a lot in the previous months, and I kind of lost my way. The energy and the consistency, hard work, timing, and discipline with which I started this year was lost midway, and now it's almost half of the year because next month is June, and so I feel like I'm nowhere near where I wanted to be, especially this year, because I made a video about hi me in 1 year, and it's already half of the years gone, and I feel like I've just accomplished I wouldn't say nothing because I've done a lot of work and I've made a whole new album, and I've found a new sound as well. So I wouldn't say I haven't done anything, but I think I'm lagging a lot because I wanted like a good physique, but I couldn't work out at all, like especially after Feb or late Jan. I couldn't work out at all, and it really bugs me because there were some medical issues. January May I had heart issues, and then in February, late February, I had ear issues, so I started smoking again. This was just like 4-5 days of pain, so I started smoking again, and then the smoking didn't stop. So yeah, it all felt like the deities were testing me. My sadhana stopped, and I kept failing all the tests, and right now I feel like I've started again, with a fresh mind, with a fresh mindset of ki nahi yaar, is baar karna hai, like is baar I have to stick to my word, and so far it's going good. But today the deities tested me again, especially Ma Kali, because I completely stopped the sadhana because of some personal reasons. Uh, and I was like very consistent with it. Like it was my ritual, like uh, daily ritual tha for 3 to 4 months, and then suddenly some things happened. It was like my mentor advised me something, and then I think I got scared, or maybe it was a mix of ki, I don't know, maybe some ego play. I don't know what happened exactly. I was thinking that maybe I'm doing something wrong, because I don't have Diksha, and Praveen Guru is, I mean, Guru Praveen's Radhakrishna is my Manasik Guru. It's not like I've seen him, like I went to the Delhi satsang, and I've attended the Delhi satsang when he came here on Krishna is Kali. Uh, so I've seen him, but I don't know him like personally. He doesn't know me, and I don't also want to like message him or like ask him for Diksha or anything, because I feel like I'm at a very beginner stage now. It's just been like 4 or 5 months of this journey, so I think at least like a few years I want to stabilize first before you know I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about, but yeah. So today, after I think a short time, I might have gone once last month or twice last month, I think. But yeah, I went after some time to the Kali temple that I go to. It's the closest one. It's a Dakshina Kali temple, Bengali temple, and it's a Kali Bari temple. Sorry, and today's energy was really nice. I finished my album finally after like so long, because it kept going through these reworks, and so I just sat there, I prayed, and then I just sat there and listened to my album, sort of treating it like a personal private listening party session or whatever, and it was really chill, and I really really liked that. And yeah, then I came back home, uh, and random things happened. Like I can't talk about it here, but like random tests are coming in, like my lies are getting called out immediately. Like like my entire persona, that my identity is like, um you know ऐसे like fragile जैसे होता है वैसा हो गया. So like, and it's so out of the blue, एकदम out of the blue, ऐसे ऐसा होता है ना, जैसे I was just watching today's video that sir dropped about how fast moving Saturn is when you are on this path. Usually Saturn is considered the slowest, right? And it really happened like that, like immediately. And I was just watching it before I was just running today. So yeah, I've been consistent with my uh, goals of running and working out, but I have not worked out yesterday, and I didn't work out today because I spent the whole day finalizing the album and uploading it all to TuneCore. By the way, I fucking hate TuneCore. If you're an artist, if anybody is watching this who wants to distribute their music, never fucking use TuneCore. By the way, it's it just pisses me off so much that they do this every fucking time, and I just don't even want to get into it because it's just so much negative energy. It just drains me, but it's fine. I have to deal with it, I guess. But hopefully this time they finally fucking upload it. I mean, they don't even allow me to title my tracks like how I want them to be, and they have to be these weird, lame ass like standard capitalizations. Like, I don't even want to get into it, and there's 100 more issues, but it is what it is. So yeah, I've been consistent with my runs, which I'm very happy with, because now I feel like एक नया एक ritual, एक anchor बन गया मेरा running का. And that was there last year also, but it had stopped, and now it's back. And I actually thought that I would be able to run 5 to 10 miles every day, and I think I can eventually, because last year I did. But अभी तो यार 3 miles में like I can't go above 3 miles. And it's not like I can't, like if I walk, then I probably can take breaks and do it. But I just get too tired because I have work, and then I want to work out also after the run, and I have to cook also in the night. And the only thing is, I didn't actually start my sadhana, and I thought that I start my sadhana since the last reset vlog video, but I didn't. Like, I didn't do any mantra sadhana again. So I yeah, so I'll just show you that I'm not capping that. Yeah, so I think Monday or like Saturday was the vlog of the reset. Can you see this, or the ISO is blowing it out? uh, you might not be able to see it. Wait, I can just do this, right? Okay, so 3 miles, and then I need to show this, I need to document this, because, and then 2 miles, and then 2 miles again, and it's all like 30 minutes. I want to improve my pace, and I want to hit 5 miles by like next week. Or not, next week is low key impossible, because next week I gotta travel to Coimbatore for a wedding, which I'll be vlogging, obviously. Uh, but yeah, I mean, I can hit 5 miles low key. Yeah, I can. Low key, I can hit 5 miles. If I stay consistent now for 1 week, then next week, even if I'm there, I can still run like in the morning and hit 5 miles. I'll try that. But yeah, I must begin my sadhana from tomorrow, my mantra sadhana from tomorrow, because uh, I understand today's message really deeply. Like these tests and failing these tests by deities, even if I'm overthinking, or putting too much meaning into like uh, random out of the blue events. Let's say, for example, that these random out of the blue events have no link with my sadhana or the deities, and it's just you know me overthinking and overanalyzing. Still, I feel like the mantra sadhana has a effect of stability in any such social or just random situations that life throws at you. And I was very stable before, so like, just I want that feeling, and that frame is the right word. And I feel like I'll get there, because I've genuinely like felt, or like I feel like subconsciously my these mantras have been running. Like I don't know if this is true, but I feel like that, because I was pretty consistent for 3 to 4 months, and then I just stopped. So I don't think that it completely stopped. Like subconsciously the mantras were still running in my head. Sometimes I randomly started chanting Sri Rudram's random anuvakas, like koi sar pair nahi hai, and just juggling them up. And actually for Sri Rudram I was actually doing it, you know every now and then, especially in the treks. I did it every day, every morning. It's just that I got afraid of what my mentor told me about eligibility of the path, and so I stopped like I stopped the upasana that I was doing for Ma, and that led to even stopping the Sri Rudram. Somehow, I don't know, because it was tied together as a ritual, I guess, for me personally. And also, one of the symptoms was ki that happened after I started smoking up again and all that, and then the whole thing happened where the mentor talked to me. He didn't even know that I've started smoking again, so I felt guilty. I really felt guilty. I felt like somehow the deities have noticed that I fucked up, or like not fucked up, but like I was pretending that I'm over the urge. And right now I feel like I have indulged in my what could I say, man, like humanly urges. So right now I'm good, and it feels so amazing to just not be dulled, or my spiritual. I don't even want to overly yap about all this, but you get what I'm saying. And yeah, so from tomorrow I want to not just I am consistent with my runs, and I completed and released my album. but uh, there is a little more work, a little more workload from tomorrow, which I because I'm traveling on the 26th, and I won't be able to work for like a week. So there's a lot of work that I'm gonna crunch in this week. So, but still, that's why I focused and finished my album and put it out, because now I don't have to think about it at all. But yeah, I my body really wants to just create music all day. Like I still just want to create music all day. I want to work on my next album, but I can't because I have work and I have goals of running and workout and sadhana and cooking, stuff like that. Like it just I just don't have time to make music. Maybe I'll practice the guitar, because yeah, I'll just do that. Okay, I'll practice the electric guitar more. But yeah, I mean, from tomorrow I'll be more regular with my workouts. Definitely, what I felt was ki I couldn't work out as much as hard as I used to go. Like just like maybe just even like January or February, just because of like a 1 month break. Like suddenly, even like my arms shrunk. Like you can see and compare from the previous vlogs that my arms literally have shrunk. Like 10 to 30%. तो मतलब अब skinny लगता हूँ मैं. पहले at least there were some bicep and some you know definition, but right now it's gone. Everything is gone, and that is low-key sad. But it's fine. I'll compensate for it by uh, working out really hard. But I tried working out again, and I felt like I couldn't go as hard as I used to. But it's fine. I understand that consistency के साथ वो भी ठीक हो जाएगा. So I'll do it. Yeah, and also I've learned more about forgiveness. So yeah, this is the topic that I wanted to end this vlog with. Uh, so basically, I learned that forgiveness is the ultimate form of compassion, and there have been people who have done me wrong, and there have been people that I have done wrong with. Obviously, there have been cases of like both ways, and for a long time I tried to forgive everyone, and but yet somehow like I enjoyed, or like not even enjoyed, like मैं सारा blame अपने पे ले लेता था. Like I had this, just got out of this phase. Like I'm trying to get out of this phase of like taking all the blame on myself. Like कि if all of this was, if shit went wrong, it's because of me. Even though if they did anything, I forgive you, but it's still all my fault. And I realized, or I learned from a video that that's also wrong, because then you're treating yourself as superior to others, because you think that, oh, it's okay for others to make mistakes, but it's not okay for you to make mistakes. And you need to learn that even you can make mistakes, and you need to learn to forgive yourself as well. And when you learn to forgive, then you develop compassion. And Rudra is an ocean of compassion. I mean, I really get emotional when I think about how compassionate he is, because he is uh, like an ocean of compassion. And obviously, like any creator would be, whichever faith or whichever religion you believe in, if your God created everything, let's say, uh, then why would he have favorites? Like, why would he prefer the Devas and dislike the Asuras? He created everything. Like, when we say Mahakali created the universe, she gave birth to the universe. She is the uh, uh, primordial mother goddess. Then why would she dislike, or uh, hold grudges against any of her creations, no matter what they are, or who they are, or whatever type of being it is? And that makes so much sense to me, because it's like compassion is a great virtue. And I'm trying to learn to be. I'm trying to, like, I know today was so weird, bro. I just don't wanna overly yap about this stuff, but it feels like the entirety of last year was trying to break out of the old, like trying to kill, basically kill and eliminate my old self. And these deities really, uh, I was so attracted to them because of this exact reason, that I wanted to offer my old identity and I wanted a new identity. I don't know if that's right way to go about it, because technically then it's just a ego inflation or a switch of an ego, but also I don't know. But yeah, that's what my mind state is right now. And I feel like I'm with, like with ectoplasm, just breaking out of the eggshell, like how a baby chicken, covered in that ectoplasm of the just fresh breaking of the egg, like a fragile baby. I feel like that. Not even like that, or like maybe just before that. And whenever I step into situations where people suddenly treat me like, the old me, and they all of them do, because obviously they don't know anything about my life, or and I don't hold it against them. It's just my before my conscious can adapt to it and respond calmly, it's my nervous system that automatically reacts as the old me would have. The nervous system that was so used to the previous frame of my older self, that was so used to certain uh, mannerisms, let's say characteristics, the way of fitting in, or not fitting in, like maybe like way of being as the old me, it just takes over before my conscious can process that, wait, I killed that person last year, I cannot be that person anymore. And I know, but yeah, and so now I'm trying to be more secure about my new self, and not letting people treating me like the old me affect me anymore, because to be truly secure with the new me, that shit's fine, they call me with my old name and it gets to me, but it's fine, because the more secure I am with the new me, that should not matter to me. And the fact that it is bothering me, the fact that I slip up and I act like the old image or my old self, or even get nervous, that annoys me, that I shouldn't do that. And then that's why I've been thinking that I really need to lock in this year, and especially with the archery and the horse riding stuff. So yeah, forgiveness is really cool, man, like, because you forgive people. And there have been, there's one person who really, like, I okay, I don't think I should say this here, but yeah, okay, I shouldn't say this, it's too extreme. Okay, I'll leave this. Maybe I'm not ready to forgive that person yet, because this man did something that's like the lowest of what you can think a person can do to another person. Like, it's not physical violence, but it's like, I don't even want to talk about it. But yeah, I have to understand that even that needs to be forgived. And that is challenging, man. That is very challenging, Rudra. I'm just saying. Like, that's crazy. I want to kill that guy. But I don't know. So yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say is, d- uh, that don't try to be overly uh, main character with the feeling of I'll forgive everyone but not myself, because you're human too. and you can forgive yourself, and I'm trying to forgive myself. And uh, I'm trying to for like genuinely move on with the mistakes that I made. I don't know, maybe these failing these tests that which I think are tests, by the way. I'm not claiming the universe to be functioning around me or revolving around me. I'm just saying that's sometimes I feel like that, because I've heard sir also talk about these tests that the deities give you, like especially Saturn, and but yeah, I mean, I'm failing. I have failed basically a lot of tests this year, and this year was supposed to be perfect, but it's fine. I forgive myself for it, but it's not an excuse to just forgive like bad behavior. As in, I'm not gonna just now be like, oh, I've learned this new forgiving thing, so I can just do whatever and just say, yeah, I forgive myself. That's not how it works. But yeah, there's some deeper emotional shit, and it really resonated with me because when I started this 3-4 months of spirituality, and uske pehle bhi it was a longer process of a year, and then 3-4 months of sadhana, then I started to become more stable, and I started to forgive everyone around me. But I always held myself at a level, and I realized that I was holding myself at a higher level than other people. I still feel like when I go to the temple, like today I went to the temple, there is this small feeling inside me which feels like, oh, I am the chosen one. You know, I am her favorite. Maybe I'll always feel that. I don't know. I don't know. Like I've always felt that, and I'm trying to let go of all that stuff, but it's tough. I'm trying to forgive myself and not hold myself like, nahi nahi, theek hai, like I'm supposed to be the best, so it's all my fault. Like y'all are like whatever, so y'all made mistakes. It's fine. I forgive you, and but not, but it stays in the heart. So I'm trying to let go of everything and just be compassionate and just be an ocean of compassion, because that is what Rudra is. Rudra is the ocean of compassion. Uh, so yeah, these are the thoughts on my mind as 20th of May starts. I definitely wish to, you know, by 20th of June, that is 1 month, I definitely wish to have a much better physique, you know, a much more leaner body, less body fat, uh, easy 6 to 7 miles, you know. Uh, I wanna have Shiva plus Shakti started. I wanna have, what's on my mind? Yeah, I wanna start making demos for my new tape, and my next album is gonna be called Chakras. And for Chakras, it's gonna be 7 tracks, and yes, it's gonna be the 7 chakras. So yes, from tomorrow I will start my mantra sadhana again, or upasana, and now I will look into as okay. I love Om Swami's lectures as well, because he's very okay. So this is a slightly long video, but it's fine. I haven't done one of these in a long time, and I actually thought that I would just make a 5 minute video, by the way. Lol. But yeah, I like Om Swami's lectures, so I like to listen to them. And I know Guru Praveen sir has talked about guru hopping and stuff like that, but it's not like that. Like, I like his storytelling. He tells lots of stories about Ravana and Rudra, and he talks about the Sri Rudram a lot. So that's why I really like him. And I just think that he has a nice way of telling or speaking his stories and explaining our culture. So क्या बोलना था? Yeah, so he has a new series upcoming on Kundalini Sadhana, and the first episode just came out like a few days ago. And that got me thinking, maybe, what if for my next album, which I already know, I've been thinking about this since, like, this idea of chakras and like 7 tracks for my next album has been there since like February, because when I was making Rudra's Awakening, had made a lot of devotional tracks for deities, and I realized that I can't mix asceticism, hedonism, and devotion, because then I don't know. But eventually, in my final album, there is some sort of sense of devotion for Bhairava in the song Kshetrapala. It's sort of devotional, I guess. Uh, but yeah, I mean, chakras was supposed to be like 7 bhajans or like 7 devotional songs, but obviously not bhajans, like obviously trap, underground trap, like this type of music that I make in that style. But now I'm thinking, what if it's not about like 7 chakras and 7 gods or 7 different deities? Like, I just want to make something that just communicates the feeling of each chakra to any person who doesn't even know anything about all this. Like, uh, so that's why I wanted to do, maybe try Kundalini Sadhana. And I think that maybe that can give me a sort of personal experience to reference for each track of, as the album is made. And that's why I think that maybe this is gonna take me at least 2 to 3 months, maybe more. I mean, experience Kundalini and chakras opening. People take years and years for that, right? Uh, like years and years. But I don't have that much time, because I want to make 3 albums, more than 3 if possible, before this year ends. And half of the year has gone by, and I have only made one so far. I mean, technically, I made it 3 times with the tons of different songs each time, but now I realize that this approach won't work. I need to be more intentional when I'm creating the demos, and or I can go for a different approach, that is just create endlessly and then just decide at like a later point which ones are the final. So yeah, all of this is in my mind right now. It's definitely a very interesting time, because I'm entering a sort of re-lock-in, I could call it. And I've been feeling so good, so good, even though there are waves of sadness. But when I realize that I'm a solar powered, especially me, I'm a solar channeled soul. Like, I need the sun, and I need to be focused on like exerting my body a lot, like working out, running, trekking. I need to keep, like, it's so fucking hot in Delhi right now. It's so fucking hot. But I can't join the swimming club because I have to travel. But as soon as I get back, I'll join that too. So I need to swim, run, trek, and work out every day. Like, I can't trek every day, but I'll trek like next month probably. Yeah, yeah, I'll probably trek next month. Who cares? Uh, yeah, I need to exert myself physically in order for my mind to be normal. That's how my body works, and I need the sun a lot. Like, yeah, I know I'm saying it's hot, but it doesn't bother me actually, because even during the last trek especially, I realized that if I just wake up really early, like during the sunrise, and then just gaze at the sun and chant the Gayatri mantra, and do this at peak afternoon and sunset, then it just made me more uh, capable of withstanding the sun for some reason. Like, even if it's peak harsh afternoon or sar par hai dhoop, फिर भी I like it somehow. And pehle I used to think, oh my god, I'm getting tanned. And in my trek, like, literally my face got burnt because I didn't use sunscreen, because I'm like, I don't care about getting tanned, because I like being copper skinned. I grew up in Delhi, where people are racist as fuck about skin color. They still care so much about, like, in 2026 they still care about skin color, and they think being fair is attractive. And it's I mean, objectively, I guess if you're a North Indian, then I get it. Like, I'm not saying that I don't get why they think or why their brains work like that. But I've become so the other way. I think that we should embrace how God created us, because you know I embrace it. I love being copper skinned, and I don't mind if I get more tanned and become more dark. I think it's cool. But yeah, I just don't want to get burned again, like burnt, because my entire face got burned in the trek. But that was also because we were at like 15,000 feet, and there's the UV penetration at that altitude, and that burnt my, and dehydration and stuff like that burnt my nose and shit, bro. And we were out trekking in the sun all day. Right now it's just like a matter of fact of maybe I'll step out in the sun to go to the market, or to go somewhere, do something. That doesn't stress me out as much. Actually, I love the sun, and I need the sun. I'm such a solar powered uh, guy, and I, for the past 4 or 5 years, especially after finishing my high school, when I went into college, I became such a lunar nocturnal person. And I think that's why my vitamin D dropped, and I used to just stay up all night, work all night, or just chill all night and sleep in the day, or not even sleep. And my college life, I never slept a lot. I actually never slept a lot. I used to sleep like 3 hours or 4 hours max. And especially during my last year of college, there were so many nights, and I used to take this fucking drug, man. um, what was it called? Something 200 mg लेता था मैं उसके pills लेता था, and I used to take them so much. I shouldn't even be saying this because people, but yeah, I used to take these pills to keep me awake. And I used to stay up for like 2 days, 3 days, like every 2 weeks. Like every other week, I was up for like 3 days. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even exaggerating. And I think that caused a lot of problems in my social life, because I used to become so cold and detached, and not in a good way. Like, not how now I am detached from, beginning to be detached from everything and everyone. It was more like I genuinely don't give a fuck, and I just used to pop these pills, man. And I just could just work all night on my assignments, or like just smoke up and chill even in the morning, and go to class without feeling uh, sleepy at all. And especially in the last, ऐसे होता है ना जब pressure होता है, the final assignments, the final graduation project, I was abusing this fucking drug. I forget the name. I obviously know the brand name, but I just don't want to say it. Anyways, this has been a very chill vlog. I actually enjoyed this vlog, man, because I didn't feel like I was pretending or trying to do anything other than just fucking say what I feel. Uh, Hopefully, this month proves to be a great reset for me. I don't know what this episode will be called, but maybe we'll call it Forgiveness. See you guys in the next episode. I'm not gonna promise that it's gonna be a daily vlog and I'm gonna upload it tomorrow, because this shit takes a lot of time to uh, render and upload, and it's like 1 a.m. and I haven't even eaten dinner, so I need to go and cook food. Maybe I won't even cook food today. And आज तो मैं झूठ नहीं बोल रहा. I'm not lying. Today I didn't eat anything. Like in the morning I ate bread, like 2 slices of bread with cheese in it, 1 cheese in it. That's it. And then in lunch I was feeling so hungry, but I just ate another bread. Like, that's it. And then I went to the temple, and there I ate the white prasad, sweet thing that they gave. And surprisingly, I don't even feel hungry right now, because cooking would be a 20-minute task right now, and it's already 1:20, and I have a lot of work for tomorrow, like a shit ton of work, as I mentioned. And I also need to export this and upload this, which is like a 2-hour task. As like, so I don't know, I'll probably just eat a bread. Bye.